Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. I hope everything is well with you guys as it is with me. Please leave this video a big like, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Literally takes 1 second and helps me out tremendously in growing this channel. I really appreciate the support, guys, and without further ado, let's get right into today's workout session. Today was a big session, a lot of volume. We did a lot of different exercises. We did a lot of sets within exercises and, just going all out basically within the realms that I could today. So, just doing a lot of volume after this session. I mean, the muscle fibers in my back, there's no way those guys were intact. Let's just say that. I don't know if it works that way. It does not work that way. But you guys get the point. We did everything we could today and we put it all out there. We did not leave anything on the table. So what we did, we went right into a warm-up set of bodyweight pull-ups, and then you guys know the drill. The daily 100, in this case, we're doing the weighted. So we did weighted pull-ups, 100 reps. 2 times a week I do weighted pull-ups for the daily 100, and I just want to be as strong as I possibly can within my 100 rep max, if that makes sense. So usually when you're talking about maxing out within a movement and strength, you're talking about a 1 rep max, 2 rep max, 3 rep max, maybe 5 rep max. I mean, that's very rarely used though. When talking about maxing out, usually talking about big lifts like squat, bench, deadlift. It's most common in the powerlifting community, which is very reasonable because they do train low rep training and they want to be as strong as possible within one repetition, right? So when I say I want to be as strong as possible within my 100 rep max, I do not mean that I'm going to do 100 pull-ups in a row, because I'm not Superman. I mean, that would be really cool, but I'm not Superman. I cannot do 100 pull-ups in a row. Not body weight, not with a 20 kilo plate, not with a 50 kilo. I cannot do 100 pull-ups anyway, right? Not even body weight. I mean, doing 20 pull-ups is hard. I mean, I can do 20 pull-ups, 20 plus, but that is effort, and doing them clean is it's a lot. It's a lot. Most people, I mean, I don't want to say most people can't do it. I mean, most people can work up to it, but if you just take a normal guy on the street, most people cannot. Hey, John over there, can you do 20 pull-ups right now? Most people won't be able to do that. Like even life or death. I mean, you'll die and everything. Your life is on the line. Do 20 pull-ups. I mean, most people won't be able to pull that off. You just need training to get there. So when I say the 100 rep max, anyway, what I'm talking about is usually in the form of a 10 by 10, how much I can pull, basically. And also do it within a reasonable time, because I'm not going to sit there and rest for 10 minutes in between. That's just ridiculous. I'll do 5. I'll do 5, maybe 6 if I'm really tired. Won't rest more than that, because I mean, Jesus Christ, you can't spend all your day on waiting for weighted pull-ups like that. And it also takes away from the strength if you're just spreading it out all over the day. I mean, you're supposed to be able to do this within a session. So I usually say, I mean, if it's under an hour, that's good. I mean, if you're working with heavy weight, I usually do the 20 kilo plate between 40 and 50 minutes. High 40s usually. It's like I think the best I've done is like 46 minutes, maybe 44 once. I don't remember if it was 44 or 46, but usually like 47, 49, somewhere there, which is there's some solid rest time in between there, but that's also me doing a lot of weight for me, for my frame, and for what I'm capable of as of right now. This is the last set of the 10 by 10, and I'm doing the pull-ups today in the neutral grip, and it's the first time I'm doing 20 kilos here in the neutral grip. And yeah, you can see there on the 7th, 8th rep, the 7th and 8th were probably chin above the bar, but yeah, 9th I did not get up there, you can see, and really struggling here, and it's frustrating as all hell, I'm going to be quite honest. 10th, I mean, that didn't count at all. That's just me, yeah, not having it. And I'm going to say it was that way on the last 2 sets. When I'm looking at the footage, I'm looking at everything on the camera that I took. Not everything is in here, but I'm reviewing it, and I'm going to say the last 2 sets and the last 2 reps within those last 2 sets. So set 9 and set 10. And rep number 9 and 10 on both of those, I'm going to say were just completely unacceptable. And then maybe the 8th on them were questionable. Definitely when it comes to doing them in a clean competition form, in my opinion. For clean reps in the gym, they were probably acceptable, and probably more than acceptable in the realms of training to failure and training, all out and doing the reps in a way that, you're going all the way. I mean, you're not leaving anything in the tank. I mean, most people would probably say, yeah, that's a rep anyway, if they were maxing out. So I'm going to count 4 of those repetitions out completely. So what I got there at the end of the 10 by 10 is not a completed 10 by 10 in my opinion. That is a 96 rep workout, not a 100 pull-up workout. That's 96 repetitions with 20 kilos added. So what I did is I did a punish set, and I felt, you know what? I felt so weak today, and not the way that I wanted to, that I did my, the last 2 weighted sessions, and especially 2 weighted sessions ago when I feel like I was just flying. That was the first time I did 20 kilos, by the way, too. From then, I've been kind of struggling, but I've also had a big schedule, low sleep, all that stuff outside the gym, internal and external factors that have just, been ruining my progress in the gym, I think, and my strength levels, energy levels, all that when I'm in there doing the weighted pull-ups. So got to take that into account, but we're being consistent with it. We're not making excuses. We're going all out, and we're training hard. That's what we're doing, and in the long run, it's going to pay off to show up and do your best on, the worst days. Not that today was a super bad day. It's just that, going through a little some fatigue, you're a little tired, and, not optimal conditions for, this weighted 10 by 10 with 20 kilo workout. Also, it was the first time I did neutral grip. Probably slightly weaker in neutral grip than double overhand. It's close, but I am weaker, I would say. All that pulling with the bicep on top there, I'm just not as strong in my biceps as lats. I mean, not even close. Definitely a weak point strengthening the biceps and the arms in general compared to my torso. So what happened today is I did not only one punish set that I usually do at the end of workouts where I feel like I didn't, get everything that I wanted, and usually that happens when I'm doing heavy, high volume pull-up workouts. So if I'm doing a 10 by 10 weighted, those sets towards the end, I mean, it gets exponentially harder, obviously, but those sets towards the end where I'm just, the fatigue is kicking in, I'm not getting all the way up, I'm not feeling like my chest is on the bar, the way that I want to, I do a punish set to account for that. And I usually get like 7, 8, maybe 9 reps on a good day with the punish set there on the 11th working set there. And today I got 8 reps, and I've just figured, okay, so I've done 96 plus 8 solid reps, and maybe on the punish set, let's say 6 or 7 of those were solid. So to be conservative, 6 were good, and 96 were good prior to that. So what we got is 102 good reps. I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep myself more accountable today. I'm just going to keep myself more disciplined. Not even that. It's just a mental thing. I want to leave here with the made shot. I want to leave there with a deep three-pointer, if that makes sense. Like feeling like I really made it, even on a more sluggish day, a weaker day. Because in my opinion, I didn't complete the 10 by 10 today, so I have yet to complete the 10 by 10 with 20 kilos on the neutral grip. I've only done it with a double overhand on a straight pull-up bar, right? So I got some work to do. It's not like I've clinched the 20 kg for good. I want to do it in all grips, and I want to do it with slightly more ease, and I want to be able to do it in less time. I'm probably going to work on all this before I go to 22, 25 kilos, all that, with a 10 by 10. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so I'm probably going to grind this one out for a longer time. So yeah, I still haven't got a neutral grip. I want to get that. I want to fly it, fly on that pull-up bar, fly on that neutral grip. I want it to touch my chest, top of that bar. So we got some work to do, and I did an extra punish set. That was my point. So I did another set of 8. So we got a lot of total volume there. If you count the slightly worse reps, the ones that didn't count in my opinion, we got 100 plus 16. 2 sets of 8. So we got 116 weighted pull-ups, and let's say at least 110 of those, I would say, were clean pull-ups. So definitely a lot of volume here, a lot to recover from. And after the 100 pull-ups, I went straight into the seated cable row, a good old 4x12, just heavy, drop set towards the end there. anything feels easy after doing the 10 by 10 here. You might think like, what are you doing all this volume and you're doing, a whole back day, a full back day. This might even be a big back day for a lot of people. What, like, oh, you're doing this much volume on your back day, your pulling session. And I'm doing that after 100 weighted pull-ups. Like, that took 49 minutes itself today. All that, and the punish sets were additional to that. So let's say it was all like 55, 56 minutes or something. Jesus Christ. I mean, and we're doing a whole, back workout after that, just hammering the volume. Awesome feeling when you're just in that zone. So we went to the 4x12 there with the cable rows, drop set on the last set there, and then we went straight into the lat pull downs, 5 sets, 10 to 12 reps, going heavy on those actually. I sort of pyramided up and down on those, and I did not do a superset today. I usually superset that with a cable lat pullover, but did them separately today. I want to get more power and do, get the most out of it. So I did the cable lat pullover by itself, also 4 sets there, and I did the single arm lat pull down here to end the workout session. And man, that was a big session. And getting too ahead of myself here, getting excited, just looking at this footage actually. Got some work to do, but we're going to get there, guys. We're going to fly on that neutral grip pull-up bar as well, and every other grip. So stay tuned for that, guys. Anyway, that was the finito sign there before it went black here. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you for watching all the way through. Please leave this video a big like and subscribe if you haven't already. Literally takes 1 second and helps me out tremendously in growing this channel. Having said that, guys, I will see you in the next video.